Hey guys, I have these two palettes from Colourpop to review for you today. These were, I think they had a name for this collection, but it's like carnival themed, it looks like. So there's a Ticket to Dreamland palette and On a Whimsy. And then it also came, well, the set that I got, I didn't get just the two palettes, I got the set that came with the brush set, the Such a Wonder brush set. I have not used these yet. Obviously, I want to wash them first. But it comes in this cute little, like, fake leather holder. And you get a nice blush brush, a flat kind of shader brush, an angled liner brush. I'm not even in the frame here. A blending brush. This is more like a highlight brush, and then a fan brush, which is kind of funky. I've never had a fan brush that looks like this before, where it's like thicker and more dense at the bottom, and then it's very wispy at the top. This one looks like it's gonna shed, but I don't have very many Colourpop brushes, so I was interested in trying these out since they came in a full set here. So there's no cover. Usually when they come in a container like this, it comes with a cover, but that's no big deal because it's just going to sit on my vanity table anyway. So I wish my desk was big enough to just leave my ring light set up all the time, but I have to set it up every time I film, and then now I've got a different tripod, so like the leg is in the way, and it's just a pain in the butt. So we will do, let's do On a Whimsy first, because this is the more kind of, I don't want to say plain, but it's the less exciting one. It does have a mirror inside. This is one of the 12 pan palettes that has the bigger pans, and everything is nice and clean. There's no fingerprints in this one. So does anything have, there's no shades in here that have the asterisk. None of them have it on the back, so we're good there. There's no pressed glitters or anything. This one has a lot of mattes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes, and then the rest are shimmers. There's no like glitters or pressed glitters or anything in this palette. It's a very everyday palette with like that pop of seafoam green right there. So the first one is called So Ferris. This is one of those ones that looks white, but it shifts like greenish teal in the light. Very pretty. Forgot to grab a wipe. There we go. Then we have Merry Go-Go. This is just a matte cream. Then there's Games. All the mattes are really nice, they're just not super, super soft. So far anyway, I've only swatched 2 of them. This is a matte light peach. Those last 2 are barely showing up on me. Hop and a Skip. This is a matte light pink, like a pinky peach. So that's that first row. I didn't even hear anything about this collection like about to come out. It was just there one day. So they didn't prime this one up too much or pump it up too much. Promote it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Taffy Much is a metallic, very pale olive. It's definitely like an olive green, but very, very light, almost silvery. Then Cold Drink. This is that bright pop of color in here, and it is a seafoam green. Kind of sheer though, when you swatch it. I wasn't expecting it to be sheer like that. Deep Fried. This is a metallic brownish gold. Like a bronzy gold. And then Thrill Ride. This one looks like it might be sheer like that Cold Drink color. Oh, not really. It's an iridescent pink, like a salmon-y pink with a pink sheen to it. I guess it is kind of sheer, That would make a nice highlight. That's the second row. And then this last row here we have Waltz, which is a matte blush pink. I'm hoping that the lighting and, what am I trying to say? The focus is okay because the light is really bright and I can't really see on the viewfinder what it looks like on the other end. Then we have Greatest Ever. Ooh, that one's pretty soft. That is a matte taupey color. One of my favorite kinds of colors. Yeah, that's very soft and I grabbed way too much of it. It's like a nice grayish taupe. And then we have Main Street, which is a little bit darker than that last one. That one's like a mauve-y color. Another matte. This whole last row is matte. And then the last one is Funnel. And that is a really dark, dusty brown color. So none of those in that last row. This one is nice and pigmented, but all the other ones are kind of just like, not incredibly awesome, but it is a pretty color story. It's very like whimsical, I guess. That's why it's called On a Whimsy. That's why if I had to look at this and call it something, I would say it's a whimsical color story. So I guess they named that appropriately. That last funnel color does not want to come off my hand. Okay, my hand might be red, but it's okay now. Now, this other one, which I like a little bit better color story-wise, is called Ticket to Dreamland. I like the front a little bit better too. Even though it's the same kind of design, it's more colorful. This is just like pink and white, and this one's a little bit more colorful. So this one, same thing inside. It's got a nice mirror on it. This one has a really cool purple here, and then this is a really neat color. It's a very like grayish purple with teeny tiny gold sparkles in it. I just like this one because it's more unique. But let's just get to... I'm surprised that this doesn't have an asterisk on it because it looks like a pressed glitter. But I haven't put my finger in that one yet. I did use this palette this morning. That's why it might look a little dirty. But I used this color, this color, this color, and then I used this in my crease. And it was very nice. This is kind of a weird purple. I'll explain it when I get to it. But this first one is Come One. And that is a really soft metallic champagne color. They love to do these champagne colors. I don't mind it because I usually use that on the inner part of my lid anyway. Come All is this matte pale orange color. It's almost like a neon orange, but creamy. That one's kind of hard to explain, but it is kind of powdery, but it swatches nicely, so it's not patchy or anything. Funhouse is this matte coral shade. I used this in my crease this morning. It's really bright and pretty. Doesn't want to come off my finger now. Lucidity is this matte burnt orange shade. Not really burnt orange because it doesn't have a lot of brown to it. It's like a pumpkin orange. So that's that first row. And then we have Step Right Up, which is, yeah, this is definitely a pressed glitter. I think they just forgot to put asterisks on any of these, but it's got that almost Vaseline-y feel to it that their pressed glitters have. I'm getting hiccups now. But it is pretty. It's gold and it's like gold and orange glitter, and it's very densely packed glitter. So there's not a bunch of sheerness to it. It's really pretty. Vivid is this metallic kind of rose gold. That is also a nice, pretty color. Sorry, I keep saying everything's pretty. I'm so tired right now, I don't even know how I'm doing this because I'm ready for bed. Fortune Teller is this weird purple. So it's like, it's got a really strong blue flash to it, but when it's not hitting the light, it's almost got a red undertone. It's pretty funky and I like it a lot. I liked it on my eyes today. I'm hoping that you can see that red undertone. Like when it hits the light, it's very strong blue flash, duochrome, and then it's reddish when it's away from the light. So it's a pretty cool color. I like to point out their more unique ones because they tend to do the same ones over and over. So when there's a unique one, I like to point it out. Then we have In the Cards, which is this really pretty metallic greenish teal. Definitely leans more green, but I would call it a teal. That middle row, that middle row together just looks so pretty. The glitter does not want to come off. I think because it's so densely packed, the more densely packed ones are harder to get off. Alright, and then the last row we have the Serendipity color, which I just fell in love with as soon as I opened this palette. It's really soft, it's this grayish purple, and it's got really, really fine glitter. Lots of gold, tiny, fine glitter. It's so pretty. Hoping it's in focus. If this was not in focus this whole time, I'm going to be so mad if I need to refilm this. Walking Dream is this matte reddish brown with a bunch of gold sparkle in it. Two of those together are really, really nice. I love when they do a good matte shadow with a bunch of sparkle in it. I think I say that every time I swatch one, but this whole bottom row is like that actually. We have Roundabout, which is a matte dark brown with a bunch of gold glitter in it. Just that really fine, sparkly gold glitter. Those two are very fall-like. And then the very last one is Trance, and that is a charcoal with really fine silver glitter in it. So you got gold, 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 silver. But very pretty. I will say when I used this on my eyes this morning though, I used it in the outer corner and the glitter didn't really transfer that well. I find that with a lot of the mattes that have glitter in them like this, the glitter doesn't really want to transfer unless you're putting it over a sticky base, which I don't typically do on a day-to-day basis because I just use Urban Decay Primer Potion and that's not particularly sticky. But I really like this last row. It's very fall into winterish to me. But like I said, this one is definitely my favorite. If you were only going to get one, I personally would recommend this one, but the Anna Whimsy one is also pretty as well. This is a good everyday palette because it's just got so many nice light fun colors, total everyday looks. You can make so many out of this palette. It's kind of like day palette, night palette, because that one's got more smoky stuff at the bottom, and this could have actually been one big palette, but I guess they didn't want to do it as one giant one. But yeah, I really like these so far. This one, all the way, my favorite. But I hope these swatches were helpful for you guys, and I will talk to you in my next video.